A storm on the weekend damaged an abandoned fish sauce plant in a town in Newfoundland and Labrador. And since then, residents say the stench of the rotting fish, which was already bad, has become unbearable.
Rotten fish is what it is. It's just a sour, awful smell.
I wouldn't put my clothes on the line because the smell will go through your clothes.
The mayor of St. Mary's says the smell is so bad the town may have to evacuate residents from their homes near the factory. High winds on Friday night tore the front wall off the building. That left more than 100 barrels of rotting fish exposed to the elements. The provincial government told CBC News it is committed to cleaning up the site and would begin taking steps this week. St. Mary's is just over 100 kilometers southwest of St. John's. The fish sauce plant hasn't operated in 2 decades. Over the years, residents have complained about the smell and the vats of decomposing sauce inside the building. Well, let's bring in the mayor of St. Mary's. Steve Ryan was just in meetings today with provincial officials on this. Thank you very much, Mayor, for joining us. What did provincial officials say to you?
They give us some reassurance that they have our back and they're there to get this project done and get it cleaned up as soon as possible and get it relocated.
And that must make you happy?
Oh, that's certainly, like I said, this is, we see a finish line ahead of us, and it's getting a bit closer than it was over the past years.
And do you have a sense of when that finish line, when this would be done?
Yeah, well, in the next 48 hours, we're going to find out from the province where it's got to go, when, and how soon we're able to get it there. If we're going to have to put a summer temporarily until the site is ready for it. And tomorrow morning, we're going to have some a construction crew on the ground to reinforce the building there to make sure the roof stays on.
And what about the federal government? Are you going to need some money from Ottawa as well?
We're after begging the federal government over the past 10 or 15 years for some help on this, and they never stepped up to the plate. But today, while we were in meetings, our MP was there, and we got notification during the meeting that they're gonna also step up to the plate now finally, and there's gonna be some financial help for them too.
Well, we're looking at some video as we speak to you of the plant. It looks like a mess, and it was shut down a long time ago. Why was it allowed to just kind of sit there and have these vats of fish sauce just get more and more rotten? Why didn't the company, for example, do something about this?
The company ran into some trouble with the federal government and exporting the product for sale with the Federal Food Inspections Agency. So that delayed it for a while. And it got to a point that the owner just walked away from the building and it was just left there and to just fall down, and it had no ownership. And that was the big part of this. For us to get to this part, the town had to take a big step, and we had to actually take ownership of the property so that we would be able to get funding through the province.
It's not easy to convey smells on television. We heard some clips from people from St. Mary's talk about, they wouldn't put their clothes out on the clothesline. They whatever the worst smell is you can imagine, this is 10 times worse. Let me ask you the question this way. How is this smell affecting your life and affecting the lives of other people in St. Mary's?
Well, where I live too, I'm a bit further away from the building, but with the right prevailing winds in about a kilometre radius of the building, on a nice day with the wind blowing, is very, very strong. You cannot avoid it. You could try if you want, but you cannot avoid it. We have a playground, we have a school, everything within that 1 kilometre radius, and it's after being noticed.
And is there a safety issue here at all?
The safety issue right now, over the night, we have a windstorm happening here right now, and the roof coming off the building. So the nearest resident to that, we have evacuated for the night, just in case that roof do come off. We're going to stabilize that roof in the morning with a construction company that have some knowledge about that, and they're going to secure it. And we're going to worry about the smell as it comes. Once we start to clean up as soon as possible, get it out of her. That's what we need. We need to get this done ASAP.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's a little bit better that it's come to a head in the wintertime, maybe, when people are primarily inside. And I don't know, I assume you hope that this is fixed, or at least, I guess fixed before the summer hits, eh?
Oh, definitely. We had a time frame today. The cleanup company said it could take 4 to 6 weeks if we followed because we were getting ready to go to tender actually, and Mother Nature stepped in and had other ideas, and we're looking at 4 to 6 weeks to follow the proper process to get this relocated to a safe site and get it disposed of once and for all.
All right. Well, it sounds tough, and I hope that time frame is what you guys actually are able to achieve. Steve Ryan, the mayor of St. Mary's, thanks for speaking with us tonight.
Thank you for giving us a voice.